In this tutorial, I will show you how to get your free domain and set up your first website. We'll create an email account like info@yourdomainname.com. We'll configure your email account for all devices you want, like on your computer and on your phone. And we'll make sure that all those email devices sync with each other. So when you flag an email on your phone, it will also be flagged on your computer. I will show you how to create a subdomain and how to create a second website if you want to create a second website. So let's get started. In order to make use of this amazing deal, let's go to webhosting36.com, hit enter, and you'll be redirected when you click over here to Hostinger. I love Hostinger, and I'm not the only one. If you take a look at all the reviews at Trustpilot, you see that people are really excited about Hostinger. And if you take a look at the Google Trends, you see the word is spreading. More and more people are getting into Hostinger, and they're really excited. And look at this. It starts at $1.99 per month. That is amazing. I click on Claim Deal, and then we see 3 plans: the Premium Plan, Business Plan, and Cloud Startup Plan. If you want to create your first website and you're on a budget, you can get started for $1.99. You get 100 websites, 100 gigabyte of SSD storage, which is more than enough, and a free domain. And if you somehow don't like the service, look at this. There is a 30-day money-back guarantee. So let me show you how that will look. If you click on Add to the Cart and you scroll down, you see over here, do you have a coupon code? And if you fill in 30, you get even more discount. So we scroll up again, we see 4 time periods. If you go for 48 months, for 4 years, you just pay $1.79 per month. And you get a free domain for the first year. So you have 4 years of web hosting. You pay $104 for that. And then you can have up to 100 websites in that package. Maybe you're like, okay, 4 years, I don't know. You want to go for a shorter amount of time. If you go for 12 months, you pay $2.24 per month. And now you pay a total of $32.55. And you can have up to 100 websites. Well, let's say you only create 1 website. This is super affordable. And with all the Hostinger plans, your website will be blazing fast and it's really easy to set everything up. But wait, there's more. If you have a company, you can fill in your company details over here. And then the taxes and fees will be subtracted. So you just pay $26.89. Let's go to another plan. If you go back, if you go for the business plan, you pay $3.49 per month. Or you get extra, you get faster websites, up to 5 times as fast. With NVMe storage, you will have daily backups. You will have free CDN that makes your website fast from any place in the world. And you can stage your websites. You can adjust things. And when you like it, then you push a button and then those changes will go live. So let's do some math over here. If you go for the business plan, add to the cart. Of course, we're going to make use of the coupon code over here. 30. If you go for 48 months, $182.43. If you have the budget, if you have the money for this, this is my advice for you. This is the best plan. 4 years of web hosting, up to 100 websites, NVMe storage, CDN. I've not even mentioned Hostinger AI, which will only get better. Then you pay $182.43. If you're like, I want to go for a shorter amount of time, 12 months, $3.59. And the total amount you have to pay today is $52.14. And then you can have up to 100 websites. This is super affordable. The great thing is, based on where you live, there are multiple payment methods. So right now I said I'm from the United States, or I chose the English language. Then I can use credit card, PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay, and CoinGate. If I'm from India or from the Netherlands, I get other payment methods over here. So that's what I really like about Hostinger. Also, all the different landing pages, different languages. So I go for 12 months of web hosting with the business plan. So I need to fill in my details over here. I need to create an account and a password. I need to fill in my details. It's all optional, so I will skip this for now. I can add company details, and when I do that, look at this. The taxes will even be subtracted, so you only pay $43.09. Then I will go with my credit card details, and I click on Submit Secure Payment. And we will be redirected to the control panel. And there we are. Hello. So I can click on Start Now. And what I want to create, I want to create a website for myself, or I can just skip this personalized experience. So I click on Skip this personalized experience. And I want to create a new website. So I click on Select. I can start with AI. I have different tutorials for that. You can watch them over here. I want to start from scratch. So I click on Start from Scratch. So I can claim my free domain name. That's what I will do. So I click on Select and I go for a .com. domain extension, and I will say Freddy Corp. I click on search to see if it's available, and it is available. I click on continue, and now I need to fill in some other details. I'm from the Netherlands. I can fill in my personal details or company details. I go for personal, next step, and a lot of these fields are already filled. So I click on finish registration. Now my domain name is registered. It's free, completely free. And I click on finish setup. And now our WordPress website is in the making. Meanwhile, if we go to 30corp.com, hit enter. And then you see what kind of website do you want to make. A regular WordPress website for your business or organization. You can create an online course website, a news or blogging website. You can create an affiliate marketing website. You can create a web shop so you can start selling products on the internet. If you click on one of those, you go directly to that tutorial and you can watch all the steps. Meanwhile, we are ready over here. So now I can view my website. Well, what I prefer to do, I click on manage site. I close this. Okay, look at this. What I want to do, I want to go to security, SSL. SSL is being installed. It will be automatic. But right now, if I would go to my website, let me click over here and click over here. Look at this. We are live. The only thing is our website is not secure yet. That is being done right now, but our website is live at once at Hostinger, which is amazing. So what I want to do now, I want to go to website here at the left, WordPress. And I want to install WordPress on my website. WordPress is the most popular website builder in the world, and it will make it so easy for you to make a website. WordPress is doing all the hard work. I'm just showing you how to use WordPress. And now we can install WordPress by clicking on install. I can give my website a title, let's say my WordPress, the administrator email. I can create a username. I can create a password, and then I can click on next. Most recent version, the language of the website, and I click on install. Let me close this. Awesome. Now I click on this beautiful button, admin panel. And there we are. Our website is secure, as you see over here. And if I take a look at the backend, that is this area, this is how it looks. But I can also click over here and then I go to the front end. What's the difference? The backend, this area is what we see when we log in as an administrator. And this is what people see when they visit our website. We see this beautiful bar over here because we are logged in. But everybody in the world that goes to freddycorp.com will see this website. It means we are live. Congratulations with that. And now we can set up our website. And there are so many different kind of websites we can make. And I have tutorials about all of those. And in all those tutorials, I will show you how we can clean up this area by dismissing this, all this stuff. So now it's up to you. What kind of website do you want to make? So you can go to 30corp.com. Take a look at the websites over here. I have a recent one about affiliate marketing. You can watch it on my YouTube channel. So again, if you search for 30corpers hook, you can watch this one. Or if you go to my channel, you can create a website using the Divi theme. You can create a website using Elementor. You can create high converting blog posts. Actually, my YouTube channel is about helping people to make websites that make them money. You can learn how to make websites using Elementor, for instance, and then become a web design agency, start making websites for clients. The sky is the limit. You can work with AI in your website. Oh man, there's so much. You can start with drop shipping, create a logo for your business. So it's up to you. What we can do now, since we got a domain name for free and web hosting, we need to confirm a few things with our email account. So you probably received 1 or 2 emails. What you need to do, you need to verify your email address and verify that you're the owner of the brand new domain. Let me show you how. Since you got a free domain, you need to confirm that domain with your email account. So you get an email from a hostinger right after you purchase web hosting. So what you need to do, you need to go to that email and click over here. Otherwise, if you don't do that, it can be if you don't do that, that your domain will be suspended. And that's not what you want. So it says already your email address has already been verified. By the way, if you cannot see that email, you go to your hostinger account and then over here, you can click on resend the verification email. And then you get that email and then you can click on verify email. And now everything seems to be fine. Maybe you don't want to build a website on a live website, but on a subdomain so you can practice a bit. Well, if you want to create a subdomain that is a domain, test.yourdomain.com, let me show you how you can configure that in Hostinger. Over here, I have my free domain name, freddycorp.com, and I've installed WordPress on it. But how can I create a subdomain like test.freddycorp.com? Let me show you. First, I go to websites. I go to manage over here at Freddy Corp. And then here at the left, I can go to domains, subdomains. Then I can click on subdomain and I can say courses, courses.freddycorp.com. I click on create. Okay, what I can do now, I can go to website here at the left hand, auto installer. Then over here, I see already the installed applications at freddycorp.com. And now I want to click on WordPress again, but this time I click on advanced and instead of installation path, missing an L over here, I can say courses.freddycorp.com. Awesome. So I can give this a title, my WordPress. I change the administrator email, the username and the password. I scroll down and I click on next, install. Okay. Now I can click here, admin panel. And I will be redirected to courses.freddycorp.com. So if I go to the website, I'm here at courses.freddycorp.com and now I can create a complete website over here. So I have 1 domain name and 2 WordPress installations. So if I would go to websites, auto installer, I see I have 2 installations over here. So that's how you create a subdomain. So you have a free domain and you have web hosting. Now let me show you how you can create an email account within your web hosting plan. In order to create an email account for your domain, in my case, freddycorp.com, I need to go to emails. And then I click over here at setup free email service. I click on setup and I need to select my domain. In my case, it will be freddycorp.com. Confirm. And this can take a minute, so we need to be patient. And there we are at freddycorp.com. Setup is not finished, so I click on manage. And now I need to select Titan free email. We don't need the business stuff. We just need the free stuff. That's enough. So I click on select. Email plan was successfully created. That sounds good. And now I need to create my email account name. So it will be whatever you type over here and then at freddycorp.com. So I want to have an info at freddycorp.com. I want to make this email account my admin. So I need to create a password over here. And I want to fill in a recovery email address. So another one. So another of my email addresses. So when I mess things up with a password, I can recover it over here. So I fill in a Gmail account over here and I click on create new account. So now my email account info at freddycorp.com is successfully created and there are a few ways on how to access this. The first one is access through webmail. So I click over here, it will open in a new tab and I need to log in. So I have my super new email address and I need to fill in my password. And over here I can change the language. So I'm putting it to English. I click on login. I save it. I confirm my recovery email account. And there I am. I can get started over here by clicking here. And my name, how I want it to be displayed. So when I send someone an email, what should appear? So I can say Freddy or Freddy Corp. And then I could say my business is about web design, for instance. So let's do that. Freddy Corp, web design agency. Next. I can import emails from a Gmail account. I don't want to do that. So I click on I'll do this later. I don't want to have a professional signature. So I click on I'll do this later. And if I write a few emails back and forth, I want to put them on top of each other. So I select these settings and I click on continue. We can change it later. Awesome. I can also use the Titan Emails app. But right now I'll say I'll do this later. Done. Happy emailing. Thank you. Okay, what I can do now, I can send an email. So let me bring this to the left. Go to my email account at MacMail. And now I want to compose a new email. So I click on compose over here. I want to send it to my official email account. I want to say email from Freddy from online email account. I say, hey, Freddy, it's Freddy here from online mail. Cheers, Freddy. What I can do, I can send an image along. So over here, attach an image. This image over here from me in front of a crowd. And I can send it. So now I hope to expect it over here. So let me wait a second. It says over here, the message is sent from my brand new email account. Now over here, I'm waiting for it. And there it is. Message from Freddy Corp, web design agency. That sounds good. Hey, Freddy, it's Freddy here from online mail. Cheers, Freddy. So I got my email. So right now I can send and receive emails. And also if I go over here to send, I see it is sent. So I can also take a look at all the emails I've sent. So I'm a kind person. So I click on reply and I say, hey, Freddy, thank you for your email. I can also attach something. So I can go to pictures. So I can send this picture over here. Why not? I can send it. Then I wait over here. And there it is. I got my message from Freddy with the image and they're stacked on top of each other. So here's my email sent to him and then there's the email back. Now I can click on reply. So that's how it works. And what I also can do, I can turn on notifications. So when I'm in my browser, I get a message or a notification when I got a new email. So if I turn it on, allow, now it's allowed. So I go away over here. And now Freddy is kind enough to send another email back. And I say, hey, is the notification working? Awesome. So now I only use the online version. I'm just browsing on the internet, subscribing to my own YouTube channel. And now do I get a notification when there is a new email? And there it is. It is working. So now whenever I'm browsing through the internet, I get a message over here when I get an email. Super cool. There is one thing that I want to change over here. All my emails are stacked into one email. Although that can be nice, I don't want it. And if I don't want it, I need to change it. If you want to change something in your life, let's start again. If you want to have something different in your life, you need to change it. Wow, this is the best part of the tutorial. Okay, if you want to change that, you can go to the settings over here, to the preferences, and then you can go over here at general, conversation view, replies to the same email will be grouped together in one thread. I turn it off. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I should have a few emails below each other. Like this. Awesome. Now let's take it to the next level. So you've created an email account and it's working with webmail. Now let me show you how you can configure this on your phone or on your computer. Let's start with a computer. And it can be that you have a laptop or a PC. I have a Mac. The principles apply in the same manner. So if the things I will show you using MacMail, those same principles will be applied to Microsoft Outlook. So let's get started with that. In order to set this up on my computer, I go back to emails, to Freddy Corp, manage, and then I see quite a lot of options over here. And what I want to do, I want to go to configure desktop app. So I click over here. What I want to do, I want to take a look at the IMAP options over here. So my email address over here is info@freddycorp.com. Incoming server is really important, and the outgoing server is really important. So what I want to do now, I want to go to Mac Mail. The same principles apply for a PC. And as you see, I already have a few email accounts here. So if I want to add one using Mac Mail, I go to Mail, add an account. I want to use other mail account, continue. I want to fill in my name, which is in my case, Freddy Corp. And then I can say after that, Web Design Agency. My email address is this one, of course, and I need to fill in the password I've created when I created this account. Then I need to copy my email address, paste it over here. I want to use the IMAP type. Then I go back to the Hostinger panel and I go for my incoming server, imap@titan.email. I paste it here. And the other one is smtp.titan.email. SMTP, double check. Yes. I click on sign in and now my emails should appear over here. Yes, I turn off notes. I only want to sync my emails. And over here I see Freddy Corp. If I uncheck this, those emails I see over here. I also see them over here. Now let me show you some magic. This is what I like. Okay, I have my webmail over here on top and below I have my webmail. So if I select something over here, I say mark unread. Look at that. Now it's also here, not read. So if I receive an email and I already read it on my phone or on my computer or on my webmail and I say, hey, I want to flag this or I want to do something with it, it will be synced on all your devices that are linked to your email account. So I read it. So the blue thing goes away. Look at this. Also away. So if I go over here and I want to give it a star. Look at this. There's the flag. So flag or star. What I do when I do not answer emails, I have 638 emails that I yet have to answer. So I flag them. So when I flag something, it will be flagged in my webmail and on all the other devices I use for my email account. So this is cool. Now, let's take it a step further. How cool would it be if I would have an email client? It's called a clean email client when you have a Mac Mail or Microsoft Outlook and you have it on your phone. So you can receive emails on your phone and on your computer, but those will be linked. So when I flag an email on my phone or I remove it, it will also be removed from my computer. How cool would that be? I think that's really cool. And that's what we're going to configure right now. So now I have my phone over here. I will show you the screen. I want to install this on my phone. So what I will do, I go to settings. I use an iPhone. I go to mail, accounts. Someone is at the front door. Cool. I want to add an account. Click on other, add an email account. The name will be Freddy Corp Web Design Agency. My email is info@freddycorp.com. The password I've created when I created this account and my description, which will be the same as the name. Next. It's IMAP. So I copy my email. I paste it here at the username and also here at the username. Then host name. Remember, we can find it over here. imap.titan.email. Then SMTP outgoing server dot titan.email. And then the password again. I click on next. Everything is checked. Again, only emails. So now on my phone, I can go to Freddy Corp Web Design Agency. I see they're flagged. Look at this. If I unflag it, look on my phone, on my computer, it's gone. If I say over here on my webmail, it should be marked as unread. On my phone, look at this. Now it's also unread. So everything is in sync with each other. What I've not tried yet, I should do that. Two things. First, mail accounts at Freddy Corp. I want to change the details. So the description should also be Freddy Corp for myself. So over here it says Freddy Corp. That is better for the overview. Then I know which email account is which one. Now let me send an email from my Mac. So I say to info@Freddy Corp. But I want to send it from, also from Freddy Corp. Email from Mac Mail to see if I can send emails from my Mac Mail using the SMTP server, the outgoing server. So let me check. There it is. All three, Mac Mail, Webmail, and on my phone. Okay, let's see if I can send an email from my phone, from info@Freddy Corp, reply from phone. And if I know that, if that works, then I know I can send and receive emails from Webmail, Mac Mail, and phone mail. So here's the moment we've all been waiting for, at least. There it is. Awesome. Reply from phone, cheers. So we synced our email accounts and now we can send and receive emails and everything will be in sync with each other. How great is that? I think it's pretty amazing. Maybe you have created your first website and you're like, hey, I want to create a second website. I'm in the mood. I'm all in. I want to create a second website. Or maybe you're like, hey, how can you make a second website using your hosting plan? Well, in both cases, let me show you how you can do that. Add a second domain to your web hosting account. In order to get a second domain, we can go to domains. We only have one over here, freddycorp.com. In order to create a new one, I click on get a new domain. I can type a domain, so ferdyiscool2.com and search, or I can use generate domain using AI. So I can say I want to create a website for my photography business in Kansas City. I focus on disabled dogs. Generate. Kansas is with a K. I know. KC. So I can use something like this or this or this or this. So this is what you can do if you don't, if you need some inspiration, or you click on find a new domain. So I want to go for freddyk.com. Search. And it says Freddy K is already taken. So I need to have another one. fredko.com. Search. It's already taken also. Fred Corp. There it is. It's available. So I click on buy now. Normally $16 right now, $10 for the first year, depending on how much years I choose. So I click on buy now. If I go for 3 years, I get 3 years for $9.99. If I go for 1 year, after 1 year, I start to pay $16 per year. So if you think you're going to take this serious, then go for 3 years. So you get the most discount. I click on complete payment. Okay. Now it says pending setup. What I can do now, I can go to websites, click on create or migrate a website. I want to skip this part. I want to create a new website from scratch. So I click here below. And now I can choose my domain name, which I just have chosen. I click on select. Okay, finish the registration. Awesome. Now I want to manage the site. So I click here. Great. I want to go to security, SSL. See how that is going. It's being installed. Okay. So that will go automatically. Great. Then I can go to website, WordPress, or below that, auto installers. And I want to select WordPress. I say my WordPress. Change all this stuff over here. I click on next, install. It says it will take around 3 minutes before Fred Corp will be accessible. So if I click over here, I see my website and I see it is secure. If it's not the case, then go to security, SSL, and it'll probably say it's not active yet. If not, wait until it is, and then you can check your website and it is safe. So now I can go to the admin panel over here, or I go to websites, WordPress. So I click on admin panel. Look at this. We are live and our website is secure. How great is that? So you have a free domain, you have web hosting for an affordable price. Thanks to Black Friday, you have maybe created a subdomain and an email account, and you place that email account on your computer and on your phone, and it's synced with each other. Congratulations. Now it's up to you to make amazing websites, and I have tutorials about those. If you want to follow those tutorials, you can check out my YouTube channel, the one from where you're watching this video from. And then I wish you a great day. Feel free to like this video and subscribe for more upcoming WordPress related tutorials.